It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Real quick, ready?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Smith will come in motion right.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Jackson.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Eagles sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. Following the interception, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down. Here's Winston. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The tight end in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, it's Winston. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They go play action now. Jackson. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Cook. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
13.
Jackson will keep it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Winston. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Winston now from the 50. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Winston. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Winston keeps it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, report! Report!
They start the drive with Cook, and they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Winston. 20, 10, touchdown Giants. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Aiden Hutchinson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
First target, first catch at a 1st down. Jackson now. And complete, right side to Cook.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
See, man, let's go.
Jackson on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd and 9, Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun, Winston. Touchdown! Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, Bob, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Right back to Sanders on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Commanders. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.